beautiful. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to focus on our Google Classroom platform. So I just want to point out these are all the classes that I am a part of. Two of the class the C.O.Z actually provide, and then the other class is provided by my sister YAH. And the Most High has put this on her heart to develop a network for all the Daughters of Zion, hence the name, Daughters of Zion Encouragement Network, better known as the Dozen. And so this is the platform that we are currently building. And if you want to find out more information in regards to that, you can go to the website at the Daughters of Zion Encouraging Network.com, or you can go to our Instagram page, the Daughter of Zion Encouraging Network, or the Dozen. But right now, I actually want to focus on YAH's Academy. I've already done a short commercial for the C.O.Z Parlor, which is the class that we actually provide for the naturalistas or naturalistos that want to learn more about their hair, and it starts all the way from the science of it. But right now we're talking about YAH's Academy, which is a free platform that we offer because the word of the Most High was given freely to the apostles. And so the Messiah said for us to give it freely, right? And to take no cost. And so that's what we're doing. But the Most High actually put on me to develop this platform through the all the studying and the journey that I have gone through. And so to create this platform for other Daughters of Zion or Daughter of Sarah to actually come through, and you can upload your personal studies. It's just a quiet place for edification, for us to learn in silence, to learn in a quiet place, and then also to edify and iron sharpen iron ourselves as well as others with the things that the Most High, the gems that He has given you through wisdom of studying and personally yourself, that myself or anybody else haven't came across yet. So this is what YAH's Academy is all about. So once you go to YAH's Academy, you actually go to our homepage, or it's called the stream, and you see all these messages. I like to interact with everyone, and so so that is that. So, but the focus of this is actually the classroom portion. And so I do have the little daughters section where it's just like music or, like little learning materials for them. So your daughters as well can connect and go through and learn a little bit of things about themselves on an easier level. And then I have our greetings, the introduction, and then it goes into who are we. So when I started my journey, I started on the historical side, looking at who we are, what traditions that I have been doing, and just looking at the origin of things. So that's why it's kind of set up through the way that my journey started. So, and it's the who are we and the how-to series. So how to research, how to study, how to pray. And then I have little questions like, what's your life verse? Do you have a life verse? Do you have a verse that you stick to when you're happy or when you're sad, when you need encouragement? And this is just something that to create the interaction with you guys. And so then I went into full detail with the cultures and the instructions of the Most High, and then each one of these actually has, you click into it, it has a visual that's connected to it, where it's talking about the culture. And then we have the personal study that you can actually look through, and it has all of his laws, and then also scriptures and everything that is connected to it. Very easy. I wanted to make it very easy for you guys to actually go through, and I'm constantly adding every day. Like once I do a study, I am working on it and I am adding it. Right now, my sister and I, YAH, is going through Jasher. So we in the first chapter. I think she went on to all the way to the 5th, but we are going step by step with Jasher and studying. And then we also do like a Google Meet. So, so you could get notification when we are meeting. And so the declarations of faith is basically what it is it's our like statement of faith, what we stand on. So the very first one is looking at actual history. So the statement of faith is, it is important to understand what you profess and what you believe. We suggest conducting your own study for each declaration of faith, right? And so the first declaration of faith, and you can actually look at it, is, we are the descendants of the biblical Israelites. We are not of African descent or the descent of Noah's sons Ham, but we are descendants of Shem, Hebrew. And it has the references that we actually use for that. And so these are like different statements of faith that we, and it's, I believe it's 23 of them. So you can actually go through each one. What I did was I went through each one and I made a personal study out of each one. So the personal study that is attached to it is actually my own personal study that I did through each declaration of faith. And this declaration of faith is not something that I came up with. This is actually something that my husband, uncle, which is the one that actually introduced us into actually diving in and reading scripture, is something that he created over the 7 years that he has been in the faith. And he noticed these are really good things to kind of stand on, and it's all biblical based. So that's the declaration of faith. And so, I talked a little about the origin of things in my, in cutting my locks, and then the journey into Israelite video. So please check that out. But these are the different things that I came across in regards to the origin series. So the origin, and we're constantly adding stuff to that. So I know it's so much stuff. And so this one right here is my favorite. So this one is the Walk in Truth, Sis. So this is directed to us daughters, as in how we should conduct ourselves in society, in regards to scripture. What does scripture say? And so all of this is through edification. My favorite one out of this so far is Hey Aunt Flo. The Most High specifically tell us how to conduct ourselves when we are in our menstruating phase. And that's one of the things that we did, that I had to learn, because we just go about day to day with this, but there's actually certain instructions that he gives to us and how we're supposed to be, which is a culture that a lot of tribes in Africa actually uphold. But because we're here in Americas and we're completely disconnected from our history, we didn't even know that, this was a thing, so that is one of my favorites. So the other one is the Unlearn to Relearn series. And this right here is, that one is definitely the truth. So I would just say be prepared when you go into that study, right? And so the Most High actually put on me to do the end of age. So because of everything that is going on, I did a study in regards to the Messiah, talking about the birth pains and what's supposed to come afterwards. So that is what you see here. And then the Chosen and Set Apart channel is actually the channel on YouTube that our Uncle Eli actually does. And so I have his all of his series here in just one area. Same thing for Kingdom Keepers, One Love Society, as well as Thoughts, Camera, Action. And anybody else that you feel that is really unbiased and is is preaching, or not necessarily preaching, but teaching and lecturing about the Most High's word in regards to what it says, not on personal ideology, or theology, but it is strictly coming from the word of the Most High. Please share those videos and those individuals, because we're all about learning and how we can get closer to the Most High through this journey of these tribulations and trials that is coming our way, if they haven't hit you already. But yeah, so that is pretty much YAH's Academy. Is completely free. I will include the class code so that you can actually sign on, or you can actually go through our website at the C.O.Z Parlor, or even on our Instagram. There's a direct link to that as well, where you can actually sign up and then just, study in peace, right? So I thank you for tuning in. It was supposed to be short, but 10 minutes is not that bad. But if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will sure to answer them for you. Again, I do not profess to know all. This is just my footsteps as I have gone through my journey into searching for who I am. And I wanted to, the Most High actually put this on me to actually develop this for the other daughters that he have as well. All shades. This is for, this is for everybody. So, but thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you have a blessed day.